Welcome to the Citizen Base. The sky blue journey of Rodrigo, from Madrid streets to Manchester City glory. Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante, better known simply as Rodri, was born on the warm spring morning of June 22, 1996 in Madrid, Spain. From his earliest years, football was not just a sport for him. It was a language, a rhythm, and a way of life. The streets of Madrid served as his first training ground. With a worn-out ball and makeshift goalposts made from backpacks, Rodri learned the essentials: close control, vision, and patience. Even as a child, his approach to the game was different. While other kids rushed forward to score goals, Rodri was the one who stayed back, reading the game, predicting the ball's path, and breaking up plays before they could threaten his team. Coaches noticed something unusual. He wasn't the fastest sprinter or the most dazzling dribbler, but he possessed a deep football intelligence that couldn't be taught easily. The early climb in Spain. Rodri began his youth career at Atletico Madrid, joining their academy as a teenager. However, at the time, Atletico's coaches felt he lacked the physical strength to compete at the highest level. It was a decision that cut deep, but it didn't crush him. Instead, Rodri took it as a challenge, moving to Villarreal's youth setup, where he worked tirelessly to grow, both physically and mentally. At Villarreal, Rodri flourished. He developed his passing range, his positional discipline, and his unique calmness under pressure. He soon became a fixture in Villarreal's senior team, quietly controlling matches from the base of midfield. It wasn't long before Atletico Madrid realised their mistake. In 2018, they re-signed him, this time for $20 million, making him a key piece of Diego Simeone's tactical plans. The Guardiola vision. Meanwhile, in Manchester, Pep Guardiola was building something special. Machestercity were already a force in English football, but Pep wanted a defensive midfielder who could not only shield the defence, but also act as the brain of the team. Fernandinho had been exceptional for years, but he was nearing the twilight of his career. Guardiola needed someone young, composed, and intelligent, a conductor in the middle of the pitch. Rodri's performances for Atletico caught Pep's attention. His ability to anticipate plays, control tempo, and distribute with surgical precision made him the perfect fit for City's style. Pep watched hours of footage, spoke to scouts, and studied Rodri's habits. The more he learned, the more convinced he became. This was the man to anchor his midfield for the next decade. The transfer. In the summer of 2019, Manchester City triggered Rodri's $70 million release clause, making him their record signing at the time. The announcement sent waves through both Spain and England. Some questioned whether he could adapt to the fast-paced, physical nature of the Premier League. Others, especially those who understood Pep's footballing philosophy, believed Rodri was the missing puzzle piece. When Rodri first arrived in Manchester, he spoke humbly at his unveiling. "I know the Premier League is different, but football is football. I am here to learn, to grow, and to give my all for this club." Settling into the Premier League. The early months weren't easy. The Premier League's speed was relentless, and opponents pressed without mercy. But Rodri adapted quickly, using his intelligence to position himself perfectly and minimise the need for frantic sprints. He learned when to drop between the centre-backs, when to push forward, and when to play the risky forward pass that could unlock defences. City's style under Pep demanded more than just defensive work. It required creativity. Rodri began to dictate matches with his passing, seamlessly connecting defence to attack. His calm demeanour under pressure earned him the nickname the Iceman among teammates. The Champions League dream. While City dominated domestically, the UEFA Champions League remained elusive. In 2021, they reached their first ever final, but lost 1-0 to Chelsea. Rodri didn't play that night. Pep had opted for a different tactical setup, a decision many questioned afterward. For Rodri, it was a painful lesson, but also motivation. Over the next 2 seasons, Rodri became the heartbeat of the team. He wasn't flashy, but he was irreplaceable. Every attack seemed to begin with him, and every dangerous opposition move was often stopped by him before it could develop.